So I just ended my shift and very tired today. Want to go back and rest because it's like 10 p.m. now. But I just need to get this story off my chest. So just now, right, I dropped off a passenger at the OCC, Orchid Country Club. He's a security guard now. So very very funny because he boarded my taxi, then we chatted for a while and said, "Hey, you're Eddie, right?" I said, "Yeah." So he actually recognized me. So awkward. Then he said he watched my video. He said he watched my that last episode about ghost encounter. He said he watched it and he loved it very much. So very grateful lah. So he shared with me as a security guard at OCC, the Orchid Country Club at Yishun, right? So he said don't mind me sharing his story. He said of course I don't mind lah. So he was telling me that he's been a security guard at OCC for some time already, but when he was new that time, he encountered something very memorable. Right, so he told me the time when he was new and doing his round, because security guard, right? So they will go from different points of the premises, right? So on one of his patrol, he was going round the. Do you know OCC basement? There's an NTUC. The NTUC is at the basement area. That NTUC I know because I like to go there and buy my grocery, right? So behind the NTUC is a swimming pool. I believe that swimming pool is a area reserved for members, the club members. I don't think public you can go in. But anyway, he was doing his night patrol because he was doing night shift, right? So what happened is in his that patrol that night, it was doing his round. He heard some noises coming from the direction of the swimming pool. So he told me that the noises are very strange for night because it was somebody playing, right? And he was thinking, bloody hell, maybe some teenagers, there are some people that go that area, and play. And it's quite dangerous because swimming pool, right? So he go and investigate. So he walked near. He can hear the noises clearer and clearer. So the noises he described are children playing, right? He told me he can even hear the children splashing the water. So I was saying, wow, jialat leh, this hour playing in the swimming pool, are you serious? So he walked closer and closer to the swimming pool, right? You know what I saw? Nothing, nobody there, just quiet, just swimming pool. The water was still. It's not like somebody was splashing, right? And he looked around, there's nobody at all, right? But he confirmed, he told me he confirmed he hear the voices of children playing in the swimming pool, splashing water even. So that time he didn't think that much, right? He think maybe he heard wrongly. So he walked back to his station, and during break, right, he chatted with his colleague because that time he was new. So he said like this people playing at the swimming pool, I heard people playing there. Then the colleague asked him, is it children voices you're hearing? He said, yeah, it's children playing lah. Then the colleague told him, don't say anymore, okay? Next time you hear, you just walk past and ignore, okay? Then that's where he found out that he actually heard, because he didn't see anything. What he heard is those things, ghosts lah, right? So he freaked out, right? And I asked him, so did he hear again? He said he did. Over the years he was there, because he's been a security guard at OCC for some time already. He on occasion will still hear it, right? But he just ignore. He will pray and say, okay, I'm just doing my job, right? I'm a security guard, I'm just doing my job. So you just walk past, ignore the voices, and just finish the patrol on the area. That's it, right? So he also told me that not only him, actually a lot of security guard doing the rounds, at the premises there, right, we'll hear this kind of children voices. So you know me, I go to Orchid Country Club, the NTUC there, right, pretty often. So sometimes I use the toilet, even at night. So now I have to think twice already. So damn scary. So you know the video I uploaded, right, I have viewers emailing me, right, telling me about their story. It's actually quite a long email. I'm very grateful. Thank you so much for sharing your ghost encounter. I have one that I really want to share, actually two, and they are also from taxi driver. Mr. Rajan, thank you very much for writing to me, right? He was a ex-taxi driver, right? So he mentioned that he saw my encounter at Bidadari, that one where I smell something when I was sleeping, right? So he said that the smell was actually likely to be from Pontianak. For those who are not aware, Pontianak is a kind of like a ghost from the Malay folklore, right? So usually they appear, they will have this very particular smell, right? So he told me this incident in 1995. He was a cab driver and ending his shift, right? He was travelling along Choa Chu Kang, right? So that Choa Chu Kang road was his last passenger. After he dropped off, he was thinking that I end shift already, I'll go back and rest. So he told me that when he was travelling out of Choa Chu Kang, he saw from a distance this lady standing at the roadside looking at his cab. So as a cab driver, you would think that okay, maybe he need a ride home, right? Because that time, remember 1995, there's no apps, all is street hailing, right? Otherwise they use the walkie-talkie and communicate to get bookings, or radio or something, those radio talkie, no apps. So mostly it's street hail. So Mr. Rajan was saying this email that he thought that this one is a street hail from Choa Chu Kang Road. So he draw closer and closer to this lady, right? So as he drew closer, the lady didn't move, right? He described that the lady was just standing there, stationary, right? Then he felt something is wrong already, because this one I understand. As a taxi driver, when you are drawing closer to a passenger, right, the obvious movement is you walks towards you slowly, right, to signal to you, okay, I'm ready to board your taxi, right? So if something is not moving, either he's drunk or he's blur or something, he's just standing there very still. So this taxi driver, he's confused already. He said maybe he's not a human being, just standing there. So as he drew closer, the light, his front light, right, the car shining, get closer and closer. Funny thing is, he described he couldn't really see the face, and he didn't really look up, because normally the passenger will look up, right? He didn't really look up. Sorry, I need to. There's somebody there. Hold on. So he never really looked up. Something is wrong already. Maybe it's not human. So he floored the pedal, he ignored the passenger, and he just drive straight. He drive straight, then never mind, After about a minute or two, right, he described a minute or two he was driving pretty fast. Not very fast because it's not very bright. He hears something. You know what he hear? He heard something knocking on the roof of his cab. Like that, knocking, bum, 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 like get in, let me in, that kind of feeling, Wow, he was so scared, that he just ignored everything and he keep praying, and just go. So I think his vision also blurred already, but somehow he said, somehow his vehicle stopped, because also a bit foggy. And he ended up where? When he finally become clear already, his eyes can see better already, he regained his composure already. He look around. He said he end up at the center of the cemetery somehow. Walao, when I saw that email, the what he described, I freaked out. How he ended up there? So he was like, oh shit, I'm gonna die. That's why he said his email. So he just keep his composure, pray, and drive out of the area. So he said after that he didn't go back to the area for the next week or so. Yeah, I think that one is a hell of a story. So remember I said certain route in Singapore, do not stop and take a nap, right? If you are driving on the road for some time, you will know, like for example, the Mount Vernon Bidadari area used to be a cemetery. So that's where I kena the smell thing in my car, right? So it was a mistake for me to take a nap there. Another one is obviously the Lim Chu Kang area, cemetery area. I don't think any sane taxi driver or private hire would stop there to rest lah, for obvious reason. Another one is Old Tampines Road. For those who don't know, Old Tampines Road, that area used to be a cemetery too. That one I don't know. I knew it from Eugene from the Supernatural Confession. So he told me that. And I also have another viewer who wrote in, told me about his personal story. He was a taxi driver. He's a taxi driver and he's still driving now. So what he shared was, in one of his rides, he got a passengers along the Old Tampines Road. So this passenger, he remembered he boarded a taxi playing with his handphone. Okay, so he and his girlfriend, right, a couple. So they were both not talking, actually just playing the handphone. So all along in the ride, he can hear ding 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 ding. So there was communication, don't know WhatsApp or whatever, just on the phone, right? But the couple was not talking. So he ride along the Tampines Road, finally reached the destination. And after he ended the trip, the passenger get off. He looked behind. He saw only one passenger, the boy only. It was teenagers, that one passenger. He looked around again. He said, "Where's the girl? I thought it's a couple." He saw it was a couple who boarded the taxi. But when he looked, get off only one teenager boy. He said, "What?" After that, he said after that he just go back home already. He saw that kind of thing. How can two become one? Where the other one go? Right? So obviously he saw that kind of thing. So my next story is very interesting. It's actually shared by a passenger, not a taxi driver. So this passenger by the name of Rachel. Hi Rachel, thank you for sharing the story. So it was some year back that she's after the party at Clarke Quay, she wanted a ride home. So she couldn't book any ride. So end up she need to take a taxi from one from the taxi queue lah. You know the Clarke Quay that time got discotheque and all this, right? So people were queuing up at the taxi stand. So there was a lot of taxi there, right? And she went to the first one obviously. And when she looked inside the window, right, when she's trying to open the door, so there was somebody there. So obviously she'll get to the next one behind, right? So she walked back, but the uncle stopped him, the second taxi in queue, stop her, and say, okay, you should go into the first taxi in front. So this Rachel told the taxi driver, so there's already somebody inside the taxi. Then she said, never mind, just walk in front and double check lah. So this time she looked in, she didn't see anybody, She was like, how could this be? She's not drunk. She said she was sober, but she confirmed first time when she tried to open the door, she saw somebody in there. That's why she went to the second taxi ma. Did she see something wrong? She said, wow, jialat already. Then she looked again, confirm don't have. So she was thinking maybe she's seeing things, and she saw actually a lady, long hair, right, sitting in the front seat together, with the taxi driver, right. So she stunned already. The taxi uncle saw her, also looked at her confused, saying why she didn't want to get inside the taxi, right? Then after that, seeing what she's not supposed to see, she decided to call a cab already. She said she didn't want to board any taxi. She was so freaked out. So I was thinking, bloody hell. Meaning, if you in a taxi queue and not getting passenger to get in, maybe somebody was beside you all along. That's very creepy, man. So that's it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed the stories that I shared with you, and thank you for the viewers who wrote in. I am very grateful. You know, the Ghost Festival is going to start next very soon. I think next 2 weeks, September. Should be the first week or so of September. So please, if you are a driver, stay safe. Do not rest on those, do not take a nap on those roads where you're not supposed to be. Yeah, stay safe and be safe on the road. I'll see you in my next one. Ciao.